I've made an autumn-themed cotton cat before. Recently, I had a sudden idea to make a summer version. I'll still be using cotton to make the cat. Attach the little ears. Time to start painting. Today's is a little white cat, so I just need to paint the expression and the paws. And with that, we have a basic cat. The cat is basic, but the accessories won't be, so I decided to give it a boat and add some flowers for decoration. But the cat still looks a bit dull. So the next day, I changed it to this. An elegant white cat lying on a big empty bed is not very elegant. So, I decided to make it a hammock. Of course, this time the theme is summer. And when I think of summer, I immediately think of the shade of lush. Thinking of trees makes me think of leaves, so I made the hammock in the shape of a leaf. I'll take some twine and thread it through the leaf. Let's give it a test nap. It's very cat ergonomic. Now we need a frame to hang the hammock on. Create the texture and apply the paint. Hang up the hammock. An elegant cat lying in a simple hammock is not very elegant. It just so happens the cat's bow tie is also purple. So let's make some wisteria. Actually, it's not a coincidence at all. I've just been seeing a lot of miniature flowers made from resin clay lately, especially wisteria, which is so beautiful. Of course, it's also quite difficult, so today I'm going to give it a try. To fill the frame, I'd need at least 10 strings. I'm taking a shortcut. Time for the mold. Lift the mold, and out come the wisteria petals. Then, I'll place the petals on a sponge and press them a bit. And then, bit by bit, I'll paint on a gradient color. Then I'll glue the finished petals together. By repeating these steps, you can make a string of wisteria. Making 10 of these will fill up the frame. I was going to say, there are so many gaps I should make some leaves to cover them, but I think it looks nice in the sunlight, so I decided to add a few light bulbs to enhance the atmosphere. First I'll sort out the wires. Time to make the leaves. Stir until it's smooth. There are still some small lumps, but this is already the 5th cup I've mixed. When I first learned this method for making leaves, I immediately tried it out. The leaf I made back then had a smooth surface. Same recipe, same ratio, but today, after 5 tries, there are still small lumps. But you can only see them if you look up close, so conversely you can't see them from far away. Just that the ground is bare right now, which is not very elegant, so let's make the grass. Squeeze on some glue, spread it around, then sprinkle on some powder, and the grass is starting to take shape. It just looks a little plain. So, I first made some stones, and then arranged them into a special path just for the cat. I also made some dried fish. To prevent other cats from stealing them, I hid the cat bowl inside the stones. And just in case the cat forgets there's dried fish in the stones, no 3 dried fish here. Of course, it still needs a bit of atmosphere, so I made some mushroom lights, but it felt like it was still missing some details, so I made some little